members of our seniors who are watching us on the live stream. At this time, the Padawan Franciscan class of 2021 will process in.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Good and loving God, we gather to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2021. We give thanks for all the blessings you have bestowed on them and are grateful to them for sharing their gifts and talents with the Padua community over the last 4 years. Send down your Holy Spirit upon them and inspire them to continue to be their best and to use their abilities to make the world a better place. Bless this award ceremony, the seniors, and all who are gathered here. Inspire each of us to grow in a lifelong pursuit of holiness and learning. We ask this prayer through Christ our Lord, who lives and reigns with you in unity with the Holy Spirit, God, forever and ever. Amen.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, seniors, and those family members, friends watching us on the live stream. Welcome to the 41st Awards Assembly of Padua Franciscan High School, held to honor the achievements of the members of the class of 2021. Despite the accommodations we have had to make due to the ongoing pandemic, we are nevertheless grateful to be able to carry on this important Padua tradition in what we feel is a very fitting way. Before I get into the awards themselves, we want to take a moment to recognize 4 of our seniors who have made the commitment to serve their country in the armed forces, either through direct enlistment or by entering an ROTC program. I would ask that they stand to be recognized when their name is called. Ryan Shepard and Robert Wirtz will be enlisting in the Air Force. Jaden Kern is going to be in the Air Force ROTC at Bowling Green. And Andrew Osilka is enlisting in the Army Reserves and plans to enroll in the ROTC program at Cleveland State. Thank you, Bruins, for your commitment and service to your country. Nearly all of the rest of the class of 2021 will be heading off to college in the fall. Mrs. Olsmith and I have the privilege of recognizing those students who have been offered scholarships from colleges, universities, and other organizations. The list of scholarships offered to each student has been scrolling on the Exhibio screens in the halls of Padua for the past 2 weeks. In addition, they will be listed in the graduation program that you will all receive at next Thursday's commencement. We are proud to announce that 64% of this year's graduating class has been offered 1 or more non-need-based scholarships or grants, amounting to over $15 million. In addition, we are pleased to report that 82% of our seniors were accepted into their first choice school, while 92% of the class were accepted into 1 or more of their top 3 preferences for college. Now, each of the students that we will name at this time has been offered 1 or more scholarships or grants. Seniors, please stand as we announce your name and the college that you plan to attend, after which you may be seated. I would ask your classmates to withhold their applause until we have completed the recognition of all of these students. Thank you.
Joseph Antonelli, University of Akron. Kaylee Atkins, Teal College. Noah Baker, University of Dayton. Evan Barna, Cleveland State University. Justin Barta, Cleveland State University. Brooke Barther, Cleveland State University. Anne-Marie Bell, University of Kentucky. Dominic Biagiotti, Otterbein University. Emma Babachek, University of Dayton. Jennifer Borkich, Bowling Green State University.
Sebastian Bova, Cleveland State University. Alec Beener, John Carroll University. Alexandra Butler, Miami University of Ohio. Chelsea Kal-Alb, John Carroll University. Emma Chesick, Kent State University. Jordan Chesar, Nova Southeastern University. Brooke Sirigliano, Miami University of Ohio. Bailey Crummy, the University of Dayton. Leah Danish, The Ohio State University. Kaylee Detto, Kent State University.
Julia DiPaolo, Wright State University. Grant Dorsey, Kent State University. Maria Dosen, The Ohio State University. Joshua Dunham, University of Dayton. Julia Dunn, Kent State University. Paige Elliott, Youngstown State University. Samuel Airbar, Ohio University. Dominic Ferentz, Cleveland State University. Luigi Filippelli, University of Toledo. Kristen Fintz, Ashland University.
Daniel Fisher, Cleveland State University. Patrick Fox, the University of Toledo. Maria Feudy, the University at Buffalo. Madison Gallagher, The Ohio State University. Yvonne Gao, the College of Worcester. Matthew Garcia, the University of Cincinnati. Douglas Gerda, the University of Cincinnati. Nicole Gerda, Miami University of Ohio. Molly Garrity, Kent State University. Gina Gomez, The Ohio State University.
Madeline Graham, Art Academy of Cincinnati. Rayanne Grant, Cleveland State University. Olivia Gutowski, Case Western Reserve University. Eleanor Hauk, Columbus College of Art and Design. Olivia Hyman, The Ohio State University. Caitlin Helal, The Ohio State University. Britton Hellman, Bowling Green State University. James Hickey, Hiram College. Amari Horn, Xavier University. Grace Hostelli, University of Cincinnati.
Austin Huger, the University of Akron. Giovanni Iannelli, Bowling Green State University. Samantha Ice, Miami University of Ohio. Sydney Im, Kent State University. Summer Istanes, University of Dayton. Robert Judson, Baldwin Wallace University. Alexa Cast, Miami University of Ohio. Morgan Kevaney, Ohio University. Jaden Kern, Bowling Green State University. Seth Kaiser, Bowling Green State University.
Dominic Kostranik, The Ohio State University. Kylie Kirkpatrick, The Ohio State University. Abigail Kish Martin, Cuyahoga Community College. Jacob Kosas, Hiram College. Larissa Corfant, Slippery Rock University. Grace Krieger, Baldwin Wallace University. Catherine Kristenko, Kent State University. Irina Kriviak, The Ohio State University. Carly Kwiatkowski, The Ohio State University. Kelly Lambrakis, Walsh University.
Andrew Lampa, Ohio University. Hope Lamson, Kent State University. Uyen Lee, Ohio Northern University. Amanda Lee, the University at Buffalo. Amber Lewandowski, Kent State University. Daniel Lewis, Ohio Wesleyan University. Daniel Lazinski, Cleveland State University. Sean Lynch, Miami University of Ohio. Stephanie Marquardt, Ohio Wesleyan University. Kyle Martin, Cleveland State University.
Juliette Matioski, Ohio University. Rachel McElwain, Baldwin Wallace University. Katarina Matheny, University of Dayton. Mallory Mogg, Bowling Green State University. Marissa Monicki, Lorain County Community College. Reagan Monahan, Kent State University. Nicholas Morales Lechuga, The Ohio State University. Brandon Moran, The Ohio State University. Natalie Mascarino, Baldwin Wallace University. Caitlin Malarchik, Kent State University.
Connor Nagel, Bowling Green State University. Leah Nagy, Ohio University. Stephanie Neff, The Ohio State University. John Niezgoda, Cleveland State University. Daniel Obloy, Case Western Reserve University. William Odo, Miami University of Ohio. Austin Pakula, the University of Cincinnati. Daniel Peterson, the University of Mount Union. Edwin Kwong, the University of Arkansas. Sahib Rai, Cleveland State University.
Olivia Rasso, John Carroll University. Alexis Rao, University of Dayton. Caitlin Recker, The Ohio State University. Alexis Reich, Ohio Wesleyan University. David Rice, Ohio Wesleyan University. Mario Roman, Cleveland State University. Alexander Sable, Kent State University. Kelsey Schlomer, The Ohio State University. Henry Sakarik, Cleveland State University. Jerome Shaw Mason, Tiffin University.
Anthony Schumann, The Ohio State University. Pravir Singh, Gannon University. Jay Scrab, The Ohio State University. Jenna Sobiek, Kent State University. Brianna Senego, Cleveland State University. Alexa Sotak, Ohio University. Cameron Spate, Jacksonville University. Olivia Stefka, John Carroll University. Carson Stevens, Cuyahoga Community College. Casey Tamulowitz, La Roche University.
Rachel Tomasco, Kenyon College. Jillian Toth, University of Pittsburgh. Paul He Trung, The Ohio State University. Melanie Turk, Ohio University. Carly Urban, The Ohio State University. Hunter Va, Miami University of Ohio. Arthur Ward III, Ohio University. Ryan Whiteley, Saginaw Valley State University. Robert Wirtz III, U.S. Air Force. Joe Ray Wu, The Ohio State University. Emma Yang, The Ohio State University. Genevieve Zolar, Ohio University. Lauren Zagrabic, Miami University of Ohio. How about a round of applause for all the students who have been offered scholarships?
At this time, I would ask Mr. Steck to come forward as we begin with the awards presentation. There are a number of outside groups who have given special awards to our seniors in a variety of areas: academics, athletics, and the arts. The first is the U.S. Figure Skating Association, whose Graduating Seniors Award recognizes the hard work of student athletes who have participated in figure skating throughout high school. I would ask that Caitlin Malarchik come forward to receive her Graduating Senior Bronze Level Award. For many years, the Italian American Cultural Foundation, the Italian American Cultural Union, and the Sante Catholic Union have sought to promote the Italian language program here at Padawan Franciscan by sponsoring a number of awards for students taking Italian. The awards have been sent to the recipients, but I would ask that they stand and be recognized when I read their names. Receiving a $250 Italian Language Award are Nicholas Morales Lechuga and Natalie Mascarino, and receiving a $500 Italian Language Award is Riley Moore. In addition, Brandon Moran has received a $100 check for winning the Italian Consulate Anthony J. Belanca Award for Excellence in Italian. Congratulations to you all. Each year, the National Latin Exam is given to assess achievement in Latin language, literature, and poetry. This year, earning Maxima Cum Laude for Latin 3-4 reading comprehension is Benjamin Hoffman. Ben, please come forward. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation recognizes top scores on the PSAT test, taken each year by 1.5 million students across the country. This year, Padua is proud to announce that they have 4 National Merit Commended students, which means that they scored in the top 3% of all test takers in the United States. I would ask them to stand and be recognized for this impressive achievement. Ifan Gao, Eleanor Hauk, Anthony Schumann, and Genevieve Zoller. Congratulations. Each year, the Strongsville Kiwanis Club awards 7 $1,500 scholarships to graduating seniors who reside in Strongsville. Volunteer work is the most important criteria considered for this award. The Kiwanis Club of Strongsville is pleased to award a $1,500 scholarship check to Caitlin Healaw. Caitlin, please come forward. The National Federation of High Schools Award of Excellence is presented to the senior athletes who demonstrate exemplary sportsmanship and integrity, are positive role models for others, and achieve excellence in their athletic careers. This year's award is presented to Brooke Sirigliano and Leah Nagy. Ladies, please come forward. The Parma Amateur Athletic Federation Award is based upon a combination of academic honors, athletic participation, and athletic achievement. This year's award goes to Jordan Chesar and Daniel Peterson. Please come forward. There are a set of pens that go with those clocks. We didn't want them to fall out on the floor as you were walking back, so we'll give those to you after the assembly. The Ohio High School Athletic Association's Scholar Athlete Award is presented to senior athletes who excel academically while participating in athletics during their high school career. This year's award is presented to Casey Tamulowicz and Connor Nagel. Please come forward. The Ohio High School Athletic Association established the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award to recognize one male and one female student athlete who demonstrate outstanding traits of sportsmanship. This year's recipients are Carly Kwiatkowski and Alec Beener. Please come forward. The following award honors the memory of John Payton, a 1974 Padua graduate and a Parma native who dedicated himself to enhancing the lives of young people throughout the Cleveland area. The positions that John Payton held included athletic director at Padua Franciscan High School, director of the Cleveland Baseball Federation, trustee of the Parma Amateur Athletic Federation, the president of the Cleveland Touchdown Club, and the commissioner of the North Coast League. The 2021 John Payton Meritorious Award goes to Katie Kristanko. Katie, please come forward. At this time, Mrs. Ole-Smith will announce the awards of Valedictorian and Salutatorian for the class of 2021.
The distinguished awards of Valedictorian and Salutatorian are presented to the two seniors who, at the end of 7 semesters, have achieved the highest cumulative grade point averages while here at Padawan Franciscan High School. Specifically, the valedictorian is the student who has the highest GPA after 7 semesters, and the salutatorian is that student who has the second highest GPA after 7 semesters. At this time, will this year's valedictorian, Anthony Schumann, and this year's salutatorian, John Niesgoda, please come forward to receive their medals from Mr. Steck. As valedictorian, Anthony currently holds a 5.0 cumulative grade point average, and as salutatorian, John currently holds a 4.77 cumulative grade point average. How about another round of applause? Our valedictorian, Anthony, will present his valedictory address at graduation. However, at this time, we are pleased to focus our attention on John's salutatory speech. John, come on forward.
Voila.
Thank you. All right. To Mr. Steck, the administration, the teachers, the staff, and all others who helped make this school what it is, thank you. Thank you for giving us a safe environment to grow in and to learn, especially during this time with COVID. And to our parents and friends who support us along the way, thank you. Your dedication and support helped us get here today. So, we made it, the class of 2021. A long 4 years, lots of hard work, and our fair share of stress. Our reward, we get to dress up in these fashionable Jedi robes, sit for a couple of hours, and then on graduation, we're gonna get a fancy piece of paper. Not a bad deal if you ask me. You know, it was sometime in late January when I got a pass saying that I had a meeting with Mr. Steck. So I went, and I learned that I was salutatorian. My first thought was, hey, that's great, I worked really hard for it. But it wasn't long until I thought, oh no, I've got to write a speech. Now, for those who don't really know me, I'd rather do anything instead of public speaking. So I'm going to try and keep this a little bit short. But before I go on, I'm going to take this opportunity to thank some people that helped me get here. So to my parents and family, who supported and pushed me to always improve and to be my best, thank you. To my friends, Trey and Sahib especially, for making me laugh when I had a lot on my mind, thank you for being there. And to my teachers, who helped me grasp a better understanding of, well, pretty much everything, thank you for your time and effort. And finally, to all of you guys, I'm going to miss you. As my fellow seniors know, it's been quite a ride to where we are now. So I'd like to take us back to where we started at Padawan. We actually started our high school year late, since the front lobby was still under construction. We were the first year with freshman orientation with Mr. Lance, and we prayed that our lockers would pass inspection. In Christian life, we created our me books. It was our first time doing Spirit Week, CFO, Olympic Day, and all the other fun activities that we have here at Padawan. And for me, it was when I brought down the board game club by breaking my head open. As sophomores, we moved down the hallway and we kept learning. We struggled with chemistry and we got fired up in US history. Those of us in MedTrack looked forward to our externships in the summer. We began to become more comfortable with the school and we grew closer together as a class. We maybe took computer science classes and learned how to program. In our language classes, we built on the foundation of the first year and began to have longer conversations. And in our English classes, we practiced speeches and learned how to talk effectively. As juniors, we were doing great. We were finally upperclassmen. We were over halfway done with high school. Many of us started to look at colleges and figure out what in the world we'd be doing with our lives. And yes, some of us cried in physics. We learned all about American literature and English and moved forward in our math classes. Everything was set up for us to have the best year yet as upcoming seniors. But as we all know too well, there was this little thing in the way of that called COVID-19. Now, before you all mentally groan, I couldn't not talk about it. I'm sorry. But yes, we were told to bring everything home since we might have to go on a short 3-week break from school to keep everyone safe. Nearly a year later, we were able to safely go back to school 5 days a week. And we are still seeing the effects of COVID in our world today, well over a year later. No one expected that we would miss the rest of our junior year. No one expected that we would still be having virtual or hybrid learning into February. And so many times we've heard how unlucky we are for this happening, how our senior year could be even worse than last year's seniors. But that didn't stop us from having one of the best years yet. We got to start school later. We got to sleep in later half the week during hybrid school, or even have those amazing workday Wednesdays. We got to attend Google Meet classes in sweatpants, and that's definitely something to celebrate. And despite virtual and hybrid classes, we kept learning. We grew in our understanding of our government. We pushed ourselves in our math classes, and in Mr. Larson's English classes, we competed for gold in the challenges. And speaking of that, I have the honor today of presenting the winners of the fourth quarter House Cup. So, in 5th place, we have the House of Plantagenet with a total of 70.5 points. In 4th place, with a total of 75 points, is the House of Stuart. In 3rd place, with a total of 77.5 points, is the House of Lancaster. And in 2nd place, with a total of 86 points, is the House of York. And that means that in 1st place, with a grand total of 93.5 points and a whopping lead of 7.5 points over 2nd, is the House of Tudor. Congratulations. Good job to everyone in the challenges, and you all should be proud. Everyone fought really hard, and it was really fun. And then I'd also like to shout out my 3 AP Physics classmates, where we figured out the derivations of equations together. And all that hard work over the past 4 years has brought us here. And it's got me standing here giving you this speech right now. I'm here because I got the 2nd highest GPA of our class. But there are so many others that deserve attention and recognition for our time here and their hard work. So to everyone on the sports teams that put in hard work to take us to victory or to never give up, you have made us proud. To everyone in the bands or orchestra who managed to practice an instrument besides their schoolwork, good job. To everyone in a school play, actors or crew, your productions were amazing. And to everyone who was hired into a job and maintained their grades, you should be proud of that. All of us are here because we put in hard work and we excelled at what we enjoy. Now, as we are about to start college, I urge you to take those interests and hobbies and talents and make them blossom. This is our time to become who we want to be. The next handful of years, shaped on top of our time here at Padua, will shape us into who we are for the rest of our lives. So if you are athletic, artistic, musical, dramatic, scientific, mathematic, or entrepreneurial, go after your dreams. I know that everyone sitting here before me has the potential to become who they want to be, to find happiness, and to change the world in their own way. So let's move forward. Let's become the future. Let's shape the world to be better than it once was. More fair, more inclusive, more open to new ideas and new ways to do things. Let's become the people that we were born to be. And let nothing stand in our way. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Appreciating you including government in there. That was good. We are now going to present awards that have been generated here within Padua. We will begin with special music awards, which were announced and presented at the spring music concert. Nevertheless, we would like to recognize these individuals by inviting them to stand when their name is called and their award is read. Please hold your applause until I've announced all 4 award winners. Josh Dunham is the recipient of the John Philip Sousa Band Award. Rachel Tomasco received both the National School Orchestra Award and the Tri-M National Music Honor Society Service Award. Brandon Moran is the recipient of the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. And Olivia Gutowski is the winner of the Wayne F. Miller Musicianship Award. Congratulations to you all. In addition, the United States Marine Corps recognizes excellence in music and leadership with the Semper Fidelis Award. Recipients shall have shown to be exemplary young citizens and role models for other students. This year's recipient is Luigi Filippelli. Luigi, please come forward.
The following students have received highest honors because they are graduating with a 4.0 grade point average or higher. Please come forward when your name is called. Evan Barna. Justin Barta. Brooke Barther. Rosemary Bewley. Sebastian Bova. Chelsea Kalab. Jordan Chesar. Brooke Sirigliano. Leah Danish. Ji Yang Dong. Grant Dorsey. Maria Dosen. Joshua Dunham. Samuel Airbar. Luigi Filippelli. Patrick Fox. Maria Feudy. Madison Gallagher. Ifan Gao. Douglas Gerda. Nicole Gerda. Gina Gomez. Olivia Gutowski. Eleanor Hauk. Olivia Hyman. Caitlin Helo. James Hamidi Jr. Grace Hostelli. Austin Huger. Summer Istenez. Robert Judson. Dominic Kostranik. Kylie Kirkpatrick. Abigail Kish Martin. Grace Krieger. Irina Kriviak. Carly Kwiatkowski. Kelly Lambrakis. Rachel McElwain. Riley Moore. Brandon Moran. Natalie Mascarino. Connor Nagel. Leah Nagy. Stephanie Neff. John Niesgoda. Daniel Obloy. Austin Pakula. Justin Pristash. Sahib Rai. Alexis Rao. Caitlin Recker. Mariel Roman. Kelsey Schlomer. Anthony Schumann. Jay Scrab. Brianna Sinego. Olivia Stefka. Casey Tamulowicz. Rachel Tomasco. Jillian Toth. Paul Hee Trong. Carly Urban. Hunter Va. Genevieve Zoller. How about a round of applause for those that earned a 4.0 or higher? Continuing on with our awards, we now go to the Departmental Awards. Each year, the Padawan faculty recognizes student excellence in specific departmental areas. The Departmental Awards are presented to those seniors who have shown both interest and enthusiasm while also demonstrating a high level of achievement in a particular subject area. The winners are nominated and voted upon by the members of each department. Please come forward when your name is called. In the Business Department, Kyle Martin. In Computer Science, Jay Scrab. In the English Department, Grace Krieger. For the Fine Arts Department, in Studio Art, Mickey O'Malley. In Graphic Art, Eleanor Hauk. In Instrumental Music, Rachel Tomasco. In Performing Arts, Joshua Dunham. And in Vocal Music, Olivia Gutowski. In the Foreign Language Department, for German, Daniel Obloy. For Italian, Luigi Filippelli. For Latin, Benjamin Hoffman. And for Spanish, Patrick Fox. For the Math Department, Rachel Tomasco. For the Science Department, in Life Sciences, Rachel, stay up here because you won the Life Sciences one as well. In Physics, John Niezgoda. And in Chemistry, Anthony Schumann. For social studies, Rachel McElwain. And for the theology department, Carly Kwiatkowski.
The next group of awards are generated by various groups and organizations within the school, the first of which is the Yearbook Award. The Yearbook Award is presented to the senior editor most responsible for the successful completion of the yearbook from conception of theme to publication. And this year's award goes to Amber Lewandowski. Please come forward. You don't have to run, Amber, it's okay. We have two awards generated by our campus ministry department. The first is the Instrument of Peace Award, and it is given to that senior who, by his or her participation in and leadership of the programs of campus ministry, has served its mission and has shown consistent and faithful service during his or her time here at Padawan Franciscan High School. This student, throughout his or her efforts, has significantly demonstrated the teaching of St. Francis to preach the gospel at all times and, if necessary, use words. This year's Instrument of Peace Award recipient, Amari Horn. The second Campus Ministry Award is the Franciscan Service Award. A pillar of Franciscan spirituality is to live a life based on charity and justice. The Franciscan Service Award is given to a senior who fully engaged and immersed themselves in service leadership throughout the many ministries sponsored by campus ministry. The winner of this year's Franciscan Service Award, Leah Danish. Put that on the dashboard in your car to keep you safe. That's nice. The MedTrack Award is given to the one senior who demonstrates superior academic performance, leadership, and a demonstrated commitment to both the MedTrack program and the healthcare profession. The recipient of the MedTrack Award for 2021, Sebastian Bova. Each year, the St. Bonaventure chapter of the National Honor Society presents the Torch and Keystone Award to the senior National Honor Society member who best exemplifies character, leadership, service, and scholarship. The winner is selected by a vote of the current senior members. The 2021 Torch and Keystone recipient, Daniel Obloy. I would now ask that the NHS President, Edwin Kwong, come forward to present the National Honor Society St. Anthony Award for Teaching Excellence.
Thank you, Mr. Jaliville. The St. Bonaventure chapter of National Honor Society presents the St. Anthony Award for Teaching Excellence each year to the Padawan teacher who, in the eyes of the departing Senior National Honor Society class, has best fostered intellectual rigor and academic excellence, while also modeling the values of character, service, and leadership to students. The teacher shall have made a lasting impact on the growth of young people, not only as scholars, but as human beings. On behalf of my classmates, the winner of the St. Anthony Award for Teaching Excellence for 2021 is Mr. Richard Kirkpatrick. Mr. Kirkpatrick, please come up.
Congratulations, Rich. Fantastic. The Phi Beta Kappa Society was founded in 1776 to honor the scholarship and intellectual achievement of students of the arts and sciences in our colleges and universities. The Cleveland Association of Phi Beta Kappa was chartered in 1947 to recognize scholastic excellence by outstanding high school students throughout the Cleveland area. Each year, the Cleveland Association, in cooperation with the public and private high schools of this area, honors the individual student nominated in each high school as being worthy of recognition for outstanding scholarship, academic initiative, and total achievement. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's Phi Beta Kappa Award to the outstanding student at Padawan Franciscan High School, Anthony Schumann.
We've now come to the part of the program where it's time to present the 4 biggest awards that we generate within the school here at Padua: the Mr. and Miss Bruin Award and the Mr. and Miss Padawan Award. Obviously, only one student will be chosen for each of these awards, but I want to emphasize what an honor it is to even have been nominated. Each of the nominees should be proud of their accomplishments and the fact that they merited consideration for these awards. And so we begin. Unique to Padua Franciscan High School's athletic department is the coveted Mr. and Miss Bruin Award. The Mr. and Miss Bruin Award is presented to the seniors selected by the athletic department and the coaches who represent the ideals of Padua athletics. The qualities on which the athletes are evaluated are their athletic skills, their athletic achievements in high school athletics, participation, coachability, sportsmanship, leadership, academics, and school involvement. I would ask that our athletic director, Mr. Lee, come forward to present these awards along with Mr. Steck. The following young men have been nominated for the Mr. Bruin Award. Please stand and remain standing as your name is read. Samuel Airbar. Jason Freeman, who is not here because he's competing at the district track meet. Daniel Peterson. David Rice. Jerome Shaw Mason, and Ryan Whiteley. Let us give all of these young men a round of applause as we acknowledge their accomplishments. The recipient for the Mr. Bruin Award for 2021 is Samuel Airbar. The following young women have been nominated for the Miss Bruin Award. Again, please stand and remain standing as your name is read. Brooke Sirigliano, Jordan Chesar, Maria Feudy, Kenzie Marcillo, Leah Nagy, Alexa Sotak, and Casey Tamulowicz. Let us give all of these young women a round of applause. The recipient of Miss Bruin for 2021 is Alexa Sotak.
By tradition, the Padua faculty has the honor of selecting one senior young man and young woman who best represent the ideals of Padua Franciscan High School. The award of Mr. Padawan and Miss Padawan is given to the seniors who exemplify the finest characteristics of the ideal Padua man and ideal Padua woman. All facets of personality are considered in the selection of this honor: Christian values, Franciscan compassion, academic dedication, strong character, superior leadership qualities, and concerned citizenship. The following young men were nominated by the Padua faculty for the Mr. Padawan Award. Please stand and remain standing as your name is read. Josh Dunham, Sam Airbar, Daniel Obloy, Austin Pakula, Anthony Schumann. Let us give all of these young men a round of applause. Again, gentlemen, quite an honor to be nominated, both for you and for your parents and family members. It gives me great pleasure to announce the recipient of Mr. Padawan for 2021, Anthony Schumann. The following young women were nominated by the Padua faculty for the Miss Padawan Award. Again, please stand and remain standing when your name is called. Molly Garrity, Rayanne Grant. Rayanne, like Jason, is also participating right now in the district track meet, so is not with us at this point. Amari Horn, Grace Krieger, Carly Kwiatkowski. How about a round of applause for these young ladies? Again, congratulations to you, your parents, and your family members for this achievement. It is with great pleasure that I announce the recipient of Miss Padawan for 2021, Rayanne Grant. As I mentioned, Rayanne is currently throwing discus or shot. I'm not sure what she has today, but she's at the district track meet. But rest assured, we'll find an appropriate way to present her award to her. Let's all keep it a secret till then, okay? Probably not, okay. This year marks the end of Brother Tom Carroll's 32 years of service to Padua Franciscan High School. As such, Mr. Steck, who normally would present an address to the class, has asked him to take his place to share some remarks and reflections with the senior class of 2021. Brother Tom has worn many hats during his time at Padua, including Spanish teacher, assistant principal, overseer of maintenance, moderator of the Parents Club, voice of the Marching Bruins, director of international programs, and crew member on numerous theatrical productions. I'm sure I left out a few others. He's done everything, pretty much. He has probably logged in more hours in the building than anyone else over the last 3+ decades. But he was exceptional in dealing with students who were at their lowest point, whether for academic or for personal reasons. Though he was never shy about holding someone accountable for his or her actions, he was more often a compassionate ear who would listen to their problems and concerns and offer affirmation and support. His impact on the lives of students from Padua Franciscan High School will be felt for many years to come. It is with honor and pleasure that I introduce my friend and colleague, Brother Tom Carroll.
Wow. 32 years. I even lived on the top floor of Padua before we changed it to library and all of that kind of stuff. So I've had a lot of experiences along the way. As I look out at all of you, the class of 2021, as I reflect on my many years, the first thing I say to all of you is let us begin brothers and sisters, for up to now, we have done little or nothing. With these words from St. Francis was a constant challenge for his brothers as they reached out, as they tried to figure out what they were supposed to do. These words are a call to each one of you. As you move forward, as you look towards graduation, as you look forward to a future that will hold many wonderful experiences and surprises for you. Now, honestly, did you ever think we would have made it through the last year and a half with everything that has gone on? And yet, we have done it, you have done it. You are awesome because you have accomplished and dreamed and hoped. I've known most of you since your freshman year or even before that. And what a ride it has been. State volleyball competitions, playoffs in all sorts of sports, music and theater in creative ways, marching band, recognition of multitudes of accomplishments that all of you have had over these years. Phantom of the Opera, group projects, college acceptances, COVID, rallies, and on and on and on. I could simply say, okay, John, give me your list and I will read it because there are so many things that are a part of you. You have worked in and out of class, remotely, hybridly, in person. Who would have thought all of those things were going to be part of our world this year? You have walked, journeyed, wondered, studied, given attitude, played, created, retreated, made friends, made music, prayed, tested, served others, discovered, lived, dreamed. Each one of these actions is descriptive in some way of who each of you are, the class of 2021, of who you are becoming. And I'm thankful that I have been able to be part of that and companion you and the many classes that have gone before. Now, in all of that whole list, and you can add to it, my favorite word is dream. Over the years, I've always been kind of a dreamer, full of wonder, wondering what's going to happen next, what's going to happen to that student or a colleague or even myself. And who would have thought at age 67 I would be taking on a new life in ministry? But it happens. Now, I have a favorite character in literature, and some of you know this. Don Quixote, Spanish nobleman, a knight, who was considered a bit delusional, a little bit loco en la cabeza, as we say in Spanish. I mean, he chased windmills. He saw dilapidated buildings and saw them as castles. He believed that a kitchen maid was his lady-in-waiting who deserved the utmost respect. He sought after adventure because he believed. He dreamed that there was something more, something out there that needed to be done. He saw everyone as a good and dignified person. He defended those in need, much as we have learned to do in our role as Franciscans. He was and is one who dreams, who lets us all know that there is hope, for everyone. Quixote marched to his own drummer, much as many of you have done over the years. He was mocked. He was ridiculed for his actions because he dreamed. He dreamed the good and the dignity that was present in each person. He dreamed of saving the world. He went beyond and accomplished his dreams. And he reminds us, all of us here present today, all of us at home, that we need to see the world in a different way. Quixote sees things as what they ought to be and not simply what they are. And that's a challenge for us, to go beyond just what is and what should be. He did things that were crazy, but he went out and he lived his dream and he never gave up. He did it with such determination that others actually began to see him in a different way. And even though they thought, okay, maybe he is a little crazy, he had something to say, to speak. And that is exactly what each of you have been doing over the last few months and years. You are realizing what is next, your dreams and hopes of things to come. And I know, even if you won't admit it, that you wonder if it can happen the way you have dreamed and hoped it would be. You want that right university experience, that perfect job. You dream that you want to be able to do things on your own, to make a name for yourself, to be recognized for what ought to be and what you strive. My simple challenge to you is, then take it. Take those dreams of greatness and hope and wonder and make it happen. You are the only ones. We have given you the basis. The basis will continue as you learn and you discover, as you meet other people. I believe you'll do it, just as Quixote and St. Francis did. But please realize that every step along the way is going to be a challenge. Just like Quixote and charging windmills or finding that person in need, just as St. Francis sought to make God present to each one of us in different ways. They dreamed, they trusted, they reached out to make things better, to make changes. My friends, you, the class of 2021, as the class, as individuals, have accomplished the beginnings of your hopes and dreams. Perhaps there were some doubts, some questions, some wondering moments. I mean, from football to med-track to volleyball to quiz team to concerts to high school musical junior to using our gym as a music classroom, a cafeteria, an auditorium, and a gym space. That's pretty darn good. But we did it, and we began. There is so much more to come. It is your time. You are invited and welcome to take the next steps to your future, your dreams, and your hopes. You have the same option that Don Quixote and St. Francis had, to see things as they ought to be and not as they are. And each of you will live that out in a different way. I leave you with a prayer that St. Francis prayed before the crucifix. struggling, seeking to find his dream, much as you are doing today. I prayed this prayer at my profession, my solemn profession of vows 40 years ago, when I was still trying to figure out what was going on. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm still trying to figure it out. But it's a special prayer. Most high, glorious God, enlighten the darkness of my heart and give me right faith, a certain hope, and perfect charity, sense, and knowledge, Lord, that I may carry out your holy and true command. My friends, pray to have the knowledge, the courage, the faith to follow your dreams. Know that you are not alone in this dreaming. You have God to guide you in whatever way God is present to you. You have family and friends. I leave Padua Franciscan with you. Proud that I have been a part of your lives. Proud that you are taking the next step, that you are taking your dreams to heart. Proud that we are always a Bruin and we are never alone. Thank you for giving each of us the gift of dreaming, of hoping, and of believing. May God give you peace.
Brother Tom was my assistant principal for, I think, 9 of the 11 years when I was principal here at Padawan Franciscan High School. And based on those experiences, as well as watching him over the next couple of decades, I can say perhaps the highest honor I could give him is he's a servant leader. A servant leader, and those are the best kind. Now, just a couple of concluding things here before we depart. Next Tuesday at 7 p.m. is the Baccalaureate Mass. And this is an event where we're able to invite all of our seniors and their parents, no other family members, but parents and seniors. You're more than welcome to attend. And that would, you don't wear your cap and gown of that. That's, church appropriate attire that night. And we hope that you can all be here for that. And of course, then commencement next Thursday. So for those of you who've been watching the live stream, this is going to conclude the live stream portion of the 41st Padawan Franciscan Awards ceremony. I just have a couple of directions to give to seniors before they leave, but thank you for watching in, and thank you for sending your sons and daughters to us. Seniors, we're going to